Filming from Gen Con 2019, in this video we take a look at Walking in Burano, a new game being presented here at Gen Con by AEG. And Kyle has agreed to tell us a little bit about it.
Sure will. Walking Burano is a card drafting game where you're going to be crafting the buildings, the colorful, wonderful buildings in Burano, Italy. So ultimately you need to draft the cards so that you can attract the tourists and make your inhabitants happy. So every row, there's going to be 3 different rows: a bottom floor, a middle floor, and a top floor. And as you go across, you have to make buildings of the proper color. So if you start with a pink base, it has to go pink all the way up. You cannot have 2 buildings of the same color side by side either.
So that'd be boring.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But when you're drafting, you have to draft from the top or the bottom. You can never start in the middle. So you're either going to draft 1 card and get 2 coins, 2 cards and get 1 coin, or you can draft the entire column and not take any coins. And then every turn you can build up to 3 stories. So your first one that you build is always 1 coin, and then each additional one is 2 additional coins.
And that is the drafting area. Is that area with the buildings, or does other?
Yeah. So the drafting area is the one in the center.
Okay.
And then the inhabitants and the tourists are wrapped around.
Oh yeah.
And then the player boards are where they're building their own buildings.
And when do the inhabitants and player and tourists come into play?
So the tourists come into play when you complete a building. You get to draft either an inhabitant or a tourist.
I see.
You can only have 1 of each inhabitant, but you can draft as many tourists as you want, but there's a limited pool. So each tourist is base worth 2 points. There's one that likes flowers, there's one that likes cats, there's one that likes plants, and there's one that likes everything.
Oh,
so
easy to please.
But when you complete your building, you put a tourist at the bottom of it that looks like it's across the canal.
Is there Santa? Is Santa in Burano?
Santa is obviously an inhabitant of Burano.
Oh.
We didn't know that until we published the game.
The whole North Pole was a ploy to trick the kids.
Well, he summers in Burano. That's what we're pretty much convinced.
That makes sense.
But at the end of the game, whoever has the most victory points by appeasing their inhabitants and their tourists wins.
How long does it take to play usually?
This one's about a 30-45 minute play. It's a little bit meaty. It comes in. There's a lot of cards in the box, and then it always depends on players because you can rush. The game ends as soon as the first player finishes their 5th build.
And there's a cat.
And there's a cat. There's a little cat token.
To clarify.
Everybody loves a cat token.
Why not?
So absolutely.
Thank you so much for telling us about Walking in Burano. And is the game available already?
The game is, like the rest of our big game night games, is available currently in brick and mortar stores and will be available everywhere else on September 6th.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.